Good morning, everyone. In the journey of academics, one question often looms in our mind: the path to placements. At the heart of this process lies the HR department, serving as the gateway to our future careers. Today, we embark on a quest for understanding as we dwell into the intricacies of HR recruitment process. For this, I, Aditi Bhoge from BTech CE second year,
And myself, Akshan Shrivastava from MBTech C third year, extend to you the warmest welcome to today's Fireside Chat. It is with great pleasure and anticipation that we introduce our esteemed guest speaker, Mrs. Shubhda Shrivastava, who brings with her a wealth of experience, insights into the world of HR. Through her guidance, we aim to shed light on the process of recruitment and the role of HR in shaping our professional trajectories.
Thank you all of you for inviting me over this particular platform, and it is really nice to interact all of you. And throughout the session, I would really encourage that you all of you can switch on your cameras at least, and it will be I'll try my level best to be provide the interactive session so that at the end of the event, it should not happen that you are not getting the knowledge or just listening and then it is going outside of your mind.
we are also looking for the same to learn some placement tips from you. So, ma'am, how are you doing on this fabulous Saturday morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking and hope you all are doing great.
We all are. Ma'am, what drives you, your motivation into the HR?
Okay, so basically, this is very important aspects to understand about your skill sets. So once you get to know your skill set and you can match up with the upcoming job profile. So particularly, there are two things. First of all, you need to recognize your skill set, and the other side, there are a lot of profiles are available into the market, and you need to get the right one so that you can focus on your right career path. So as you can see, I've done my graduation and post graduation in HR, and from last more than 10 years, I'm serving into the same particular domain. So this is how even because like lot of varieties of job profile coming in your mind. So those are not the right path, but those are the obstacles. So first of all, if like you are having many of the options available in front of you, you need to understand what is the right job profile. Because when we go for the recruitment strategy, or when we go for hiring the people, we always focus on we need to hire the person at the right place at the right job, right? So parallelly, you need to understand where you would like to apply.
Yeah, ma'am, for sure. Ma'am, what motivated you to do your bachelor's and master's both in the HR? I was very curious for that.
So as I already told you about the skill set, so when I was initial stage of my graduation, when I was pursuing my first year into the graduation, so a lot of the particular events got to happen, and there I recognized my skill set that I'm really very good in handling the human relations, as well as I have that kind of skill set where I can understand the human psychology. So that's how I got into it. And if you ask me the experience about it, then it was a like fabulous journey so far. So this is all about my experience.
Good to hear that, ma'am. Ma'am, it's a known fact that HR department is responsible for recruitment. So, what are the other responsibilities of HR department other than recruitment?
Okay, this is very interesting question. So first of all, yes, as you said rightly, that one of the part of HR is recruitment. So let me give you the holistic example. For example, you have been hired as an HR professional, to initiate the HR functions or the HR department into so and so organization, which is the startup or the upcoming organization. Okay, so first of all, what you will do, you will be required resources to work upon the business, correct? So the important resource which we required first of all is the manpower resources. So manpower resources, how you will gonna hire is to first you start the making the recruitment strategies to attract the right talent from the market. Then it is coming to the part of onboarding. So onboarding the candidate so that you can provide the smooth experience between the transaction of the last job or maybe corporate college to corporate. Okay, so that a person should have proper orientation and induction program so that they will understand that how they are going to pursue in their upcoming days to the particular job profile. After it is coming to their measuring their performance, here it comes performance management, and then analyzing their skill set requirement. So training analysis, there it comes, and then we will organize the training and development events or the sessions for the person. So again, it is coming for the training and development. Then definitely, if you're working somewhere, you would be a person will be required to get the salary on time. So here it comes the part of payroll and compensation benefits. And then if you would like to resign from the organization and you are having like more better opportunities coming up, so definitely then it is coming to the offboarding part of the particular HR function.
Okay. So, ma'am, as you mentioned, skills are very important in the recruitment process. So, how can students highlight their various skills, skills, solving skills,
Sorry, you broke.
global recruiters?
Your voice broke in
Okay.
between. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. I'm audible now. Okay. So, how can students highlight their diverse skills and problem-solving skills abilities to appeal to global recruiters in today's evolving workplace?
Okay, so as per my experience, because I've been to many of the campuses in my past experience, and even this year also we have got to hire from the campus. So what we recognize while taking the interviews of the freshers, they are really pretty much not clear about what profile they are they are applying for. So please don't go for any other company which is coming, because it should not happen that you are feeling like that at the end it may happen that I'll not get the job. So whatever companies it is coming, let's apply for it, because it will lands you towards the that particular profile will not gonna fitting in your cup of tea. So always select a right profile so that it should be coming under your interest area, and also you can follow your passion altogether. Passion as in as I told you that yes, human relation was my interest in the human psychology. So I'm following my career and as well as my passion. So you need to understand. And again, I'm working with the logistic industry. It's a lot international logistics. So yes, vessels or the containers, those are the things which really fascinates me. So being into HR, it is not only about having the knowledge of HR, but yes, we need to understand the business, because we are HR is the person who nurtures the organization. HR is the mother of the organization, right? So that's how you also need to understand whether for the profile which you are applying, how you can bring your passion, and as well as you can bring out the 100% efficiency and productivity out of your working style. So those kind of things you need to understand. You need to understand your skill set for which the profile you are applying for. Let's say in during the MBA, there are the major functions which is offered by the colleges like finance, marketing, and HR. So finance is always a kind of tedious job, right? So if you like the calculation, or you would like to step back and you just need to interact with the laptop, then finance is always a right kind of profile for you. If you like the calculation and everything, you like the balance sheet or the expenditure about the company and all. But yes, if you would like to on the forefront, and you would like to serve the outer market, and you realize that you have those kind of a skill set, then you are the best negotiator. So definitely you can go ahead with the marketing sort of profile. But yes, if you are a good in human relation, you understand the business, you understand the requirement, what requires, and as you might have studied during the time of HR course, that HR plays a vital role, and it is the bridge between the employees and the management, right? So it is not like that. Most of people think about it, and it's a taboo into the market that yeah, HR makes rangoli or they are just behind the engagement activities and all, but it is not all about, right? So this is how you need to, prepare yourself in such a way that when you are going for the interview, you should deliver such a way that person should understand that you are really passionate and eager about this particular profile, and you really like to get into this sort of kind of company.
And what are the various approaches that companies take to attract and keep outstanding talent?
Okay, so first of all, here it comes our recruitment strategies. So we design our profile in such a way so that we can attract the right talent from the market, competitive compensation which we can provide to the market. Then here it comes that various job portals we are using or the headhunting strategies so that we can get the right person at the right job.
Okay, ma'am. So as everyone know that AI has taken over the whole world. How have industries successfully managed the introduction of AI without significant disruptions to employment?
Okay, so this I can say that it's my favorite question. So yes, nowadays it's a taboo into the market that AI is taking over the jobs of the persons, but it is not like that. If you ask me my experience, that I can say that earlier days what we used to do, if we need to search any particular thing, we used to type it into the Google, and we need to get in many of the websites, and we need to find the right way, like what will be the best website which can provide you the information. Let me give you again a simple example that, for example, you have joined into the into the organization as an HR professional, and somebody asks you to draft an offer letter. First of all, what you're gonna do? You will search into the Google, right? But nowadays, what you can do, you can just type a particular this particular line into the chat GPT that I need an offer letter. I'm working into so and so industry, and I need to draft a offer letter for so and so profile. It will give you a proper drafted letter. So yes, it has been reduced the time, and yeah, it can ease your job. But again, what I would suggest, that don't go every time blindly and just get the information from the GTP or any other AI platforms. I would suggest, first of all, draft a proper letter, and then draft it over, copy and paste it over the chat GPT so that you can utilize your brain as well. Because when you're drafting on your own, your thinking is gonna be utilized, your brain is gonna be utilized. But when you are just typing into the chat GPT, your brain stops working over there. So you need to understand how you can utilize in a proper way. And yes, it is not taking jobs of the human resources, because yes, AI has been designed by the human brains, correct? So even human brains required to work chat AI or any other platforms, right?
So, ma'am, how have industries successfully managed the introduction of AI without significant disruptions to employment?
Okay, so yes, we have conducted various training sessions so that a person can understand how AI can help in their respective job roles and respective departments, and also the respective industry. So training requirement is providing the training to the employees are the best ways to let them work upon the requirements of the job market.
So there are many students in the recruitment process. So how can one have some unique skills which can make them stand out from the other candidates?
So I would suggest, first of all, for whichever companies you are going to apply for it, first of all, just go through with the website, understand what kind of business and vertical services or products they are serving to the market, and how your profile, works, gonna work into the industry. So let me give you the holistic example again. So, yeah, each and every department and each and every profile into the organization are working towards the common goal, which has been set by the company, right? So, you first of all, you need to understand your profile will gonna work upon the goal and how you can give the 100% efficiency towards that particular role. So you need to prepare in such a way that you should first of all understand how like your profile will gonna work to the company, what will be the aspects you will gonna work on it. Definitely you'll be getting on the job trainings and various kinds of sessions once you join. Companies will arrange corporate to campus programs as well. But before that, you need to get it prepared because you need to attend the interview. Then only you will go ahead with the training sessions. So don't depend on the training sessions that yes, company or HR or any other person will come and give the training. But that before that, you need to convince. You need to sell yourself to the recruiters or interviewers, right? So you need to have a best version of you in front of the recruiters, and always frame a proper sentence in your mind while question being asked, because it should not happen that you are repeating the sentence and you are just having thinking in your mind that yeah, if I say more and more, then they will gonna select. It is not like that. Right. So stick to the question, stick to the answers. Whatever you are framing, it should be one or two sentences. It should not happen that you are just giving the proper, a speech or something like that. So we also generally avoid such kind of people who speaks a lot. Right. So let them give them a chance to ask more and more questions to you. It should not happen that then they are asking brief us about yourself and you have just completed an entire journey into one question.
As the industry continues to evolve now with the introduction of AI, how do you anticipate the role of HR evolving alongside it? And what steps can HR professionals take to stay ahead of these challenges?
As I said earlier, also AI is definitely helping us in drafting the various job descriptions when we are drafting the goals of the organizations or the respective job profiles. So earlier, like for me, it was a hurdle because yes, I know that so and so departments are there and so persons are working, but yes, deep down, dig, I cannot do that. So now I'm just drafting that I need a proper KRA and KPIs. Hope you understand what is KRA and KPI. So KRA is basically a key result areas, and KPI is key performance indicators. So KRA and KPIs are always, realistic, measurable, and attainable. So these are, the particularly if you say in a layman language, it's kind of job description, but yes, it should be specific. It is not, that so detailed, but a brief. So, yes, your KRA and KPI, if I'm gonna draft for any of the respective departments, yes, now I'm just typing it that I need a KRA and KPIs for the import documentation, and then ChatGPT gives me the holistic idea about it. So, this is how it is helping me, and definitely I would suggest that use your brain first, then go for any other information which is available into the internet. Otherwise, your at a times your brains stops working.
So, ma'am, according to you, does mentorship plays any role in shaping the professional development of candidate who is working in the industry or company?
Sorry, come again.
So, according to you, does mentorship plays any crucial role in developing the professional skills of a candidate working in industry or
Yes,
company?
definitely. Yes, definitely. It is the foremost requirement of any of the organization, because without having any mentor, you cannot work so properly during the entire journey of your role. As you must be knowing that like any of the companies are organizing quarterly or half yearly or the yearly reviews or appraisal programs, right? So there it comes that we understand the requirement of skill set development, and it comes the coaching and proper mentorship. Otherwise, you will not get the idea where you are going into the right direction or not. Yes. So that's how like coaching and proper mentorship is always required from the organization point of view, and as well as the requirement of the each individual who are working towards the common goal of the organization.
And I have the most common question in the minds of the new starter peoples. In an ideal situation, a company would like to recruit people with experience. How can students overcome the challenge of gaining working experience when they are just starting their careers?
Okay, so it is not always like that you cannot prove yourself that you are a fresher, because nowadays college are organizing such kind of portion which sessions which we are having it now, and definitely internship experience and the various committees are has been formed into the colleges, which helps you to be bring a good kind of leader in you, or they definitely, you can be a people manager skill set you could able to develop, because colleges are organizing various kind of events. So yes, take a part on it, and when you are giving interviews, you can portray yourself in such a way that yes, you can prove yourself that you have gained such kind of knowledge, where your skill sets are got sharpened while you were doing internship, while you were organizing any of the events of the colleges, or into the campus. So this is how it is not always like that you are not having experience, but yes, you can moving towards the journey of the experience, because yes, experience will never gonna decline. It will always, once you going ahead towards your career down the line, if you say see yourself 5 years or 10 years, then again you can get to see that how you have become so far. If you ask me that my experience towards the, when I was doing my graduation, when I was doing my MBA, so there was a huge difference. When I was doing my graduation, we were just learning the aspects of HR from the theoretical point of view. But when I could able to attend the MBA, and during the MBA, I've been provided with a lot of case studies, lot of events which used to organize, and a lot of the interactive sessions our college used to organize. And now, like when I'm working practically into the organizations, so this is how like your experience have been divided into the various journeys of your career.
Okay. So, how can one effectively assess an interview's ability for a role based on a single interview?
Okay. So, as I said already, I have given this answer particularly that you need to first of all prepare yourself towards the upcoming role of the into the organization, and prepare yourself in such a way that you need to stand out from the crowd in front of the interviewers, because they are coming not to hire each and everyone who is applying. They are coming to hire the best talent out of them. So you need to be a best, and you need to prove yourself that you are standing out of the box in front of any other person who all are applying along with you.
How does the HR department utilize different strategies to enhance employee management, promote a positive work culture, and resolve workplace conflicts or employee relation issues?
Okay. So if you ask me, in our organization, like oftenly we are conducting the surveys, because now see, we have already been centralized. So HR is operating from the head office, but we are having more than 15 branches pan India, and a few of the branches are there in overseas. So it is not possible for us to be available physically in each and every branches. So that definitely we are organizing online events, or the online surveys, so that we can understand what is happening into the branches. Then oftenly we are conducting coffee with HR sessions, then wellness programs, so that we can bring out the positive work culture. And you need to have such kind of attitude that a person, whenever they feels like to discuss something, or if they are suffering from anything into the workplace, they should always come to you and discuss about it, so that you can play a vital role between the employee and the board of directors side, that they should understand what is happening into the so and so branches, and what people are struggling, so that we can overcome it, and people can focus on maximum productivity instead of being depressed or stressed out, so and so. So this is how. So that's how HR has been famous for making rangolis. But we are not only making the rangolis, but we are organizing a lot of events, so that we can bring out the positive work culture.
There's a question in the chat section from the participant comparing CGPA and extracurricular activities. Which one has the more weightage while making an impression during interview?
Okay, so I believe that such kind of events, such kind of sessions where you are get to know more and more knowledge about the business prospects, and also attending the various internships which can give you more practical point of view about your about how business works. So before applying for any job, first of all, understand the business, because it is the requirement of each and every department. It is not like that you are just working in back office and you are just doing the data entry or some kind of like that. First of all, you need to understand how business works, and what is you need to be always upgraded about what is happening into the industry for any of the industry you are applying. So this is how you can make your strategies.
Okay, ma'am. What are the common mistakes that interviews make during the interview process that result in the immediate disqualification from consideration of the position?
Okay. First, not having proper knowledge about the profile for which they are applying. Second, speaking lot. Okay. Then third, not being prepared about what is upcoming. So these are the three proper prospects where people are getting rejected. So, and be confident. Always carry a good kind of confidence. It is always okay to not knowing anything, because we are not behind people that each and everyone should know everything. But it is always okay to convey your message in such a way that yes, I'm completely fine with it. If you're not if any of the person who is coming down for the interview not knowing one answer or two answers, but out of my 10 questions, if they could able to satisfy me by giving right kind of answers, out of 10, if they can provide me 8 answers correctly, definitely I'm gonna select that particular person.
And there's another question. How do you portray your failures when asked in the interviews from your prior commitments?
My failures you are talking about.
No, ma'am, the interviews that if
Okay.
he has done not good in earlier profile, and if
Mhm.
asked in the question what was the reason, how he can portray it.
Okay, so first of all, when people are not prepared, it is not always about the judgment, but yes, it is always about the preparation, because what we seek, we interviewers are not having that much of time to invest, because they are all they are coming to attend attract the right talent. So yes, they will definitely focus on the people who are like more confident, more energetic, more passionate about the job role, instead of focusing on those persons who are like getting nervous. Or because we always try, and you might have if you have seen any of the campus engagement activities, always interviewers tries that their level best to give the comfort zone to the applying candidate. So yes, I think you should carry a right kind of attitude and confidence, and this will makes you out of the best, but not the negative aspects.
So,
And yes, one more thing I would like to suggest. So, for example, if any of the companies are coming tomorrow, okay, so here our preparation begins, and during the preparations, I think many of the times you people think about it, whether it will gonna work out or not, whether it will. So always think, always have your positive attitude and avoid the negativities, so that otherwise when you sit for the interview, those negative things will come to your mind, because our brain has been set to think more on negative side, and lesser of positive sides. So this is our conscious mind activity to focus on the positive aspects, avoiding the negative aspects, right?
So having
yes.
positivity and mindfulness is the key for the interview and keeping the
Yes,
confidence
correct,
along with it.
correct.
So apart from this, what roles does HR plays and strategic planning and decision making within a organization or the company?
Okay, so as I said, HR plays a vital role in fostering a positive work culture into the organization while defining the strategies of right talent at the right place. First of all, this is coming under the recruitment strategy. Once we will be having employee at the particular job role, then our next task is coming to, review their performance periodically so that, if like we get to know that within 3 months or 6 months, if maybe a person is facing some kind of issues, and there are a lot of you know uh, constants are coming, that first of all when you get to be on job, or maybe it will gonna happen that you didn't get the right kind of boss or maybe right kind of team. So those are the always reason when people are not able to perform. So that's how we need to conduct periodically sessions and the surveys so that we can understand what is the requirement of the employee to perform that particular task in a 100% efficiency or bring the 100% productivity, right? Not like that once it will come for the performance appraisal time, because some of the companies conduct on a quarterly basis, some of the companies are conduct on a half yearly, and some may conduct in a yearly basis. So in our organization we conduct it on a yearly basis. But yes, once we have the person on the job role, we are having 60, 90, and the 6 months of period. Just a second.
So meanwhile, students can post their questions and queries in the chat section if they want to. Along with this, I hope the session, briefing the session until now, you must have gained insight regarding what will be the recruiter's mindset while taking the interview, what are the various things that they focus, and how to be prepared for your interviews. Like keeping the confidence and having a positive attitude towards your questions is the key. Coming on to next question, ma'am. How does it matter for a recruiter if a candidate is doing any freelancing work? Do they prefer them or is that a negative thing? Do we have to reveal these things in the interview?
So you can portray in such a way that yes, I have already got the experience while doing the freelancing job, because it is not always a negative aspects, because yes, when you are doing it freelancing, you are the owner of your job. You are not working under any of the umbrella. So that's again, for me it is a standout position. But yes, for some of the recruiters may judge on it. So yes. You can portray in such a way that definitely you will not gonna continue along with the job, because they might think that it should not happen that their focus will be on freelancing moreover on the job. So portray your question in such a way that answer in such a way that yes, you have done previously your freelancing and you got such kind of experience, but yes, as of now you are seeking for the full-time job role.
Okay, ma'am. So many of us think that marks are important during the placement process. So is it true that marks are important or knowledge is more important during the placement process?
Okay, so again, I'm telling you, see, if any of the companies already, conveyed that we need students who have already having so and so kind of CGPA. But yes, if they allowed you to sit into the interview process with having, lesser CGPA, then definitely they would like to see your characteristics, your skill set, and your, passion about this particular job. So this will again a second chance for you to prove yourself, because I understand that sometimes it happens that we cannot able to perform in exams the way we wanted, but definitely in front of sitting into the interview, you can portray your character or your skill set in such a way that yes, you are the right person for the particular job which they are offering.
How does HR support employees' work-life balance and well-being?
Okay. So first of all, in our organization, we have divided our shift timing as per the requirement of the departments. So, for example, as I said that it's an international logistic industry, and shipping works 24/7. So those who all are working for the port locations or the operational activity and their job requirements are to be available on port even during the night time also. So we have given them the flexi shift timings, and the person who are working into the job profile, like they are, for example, let's say HR or finance. So finance, definitely banking works by 5 or 5:30. So finance it is not required to available 24/7, but yes, for them it is required to available into the job profile by at least from 10 to 6:30. So for them it's a strict timings. And apart from this thing, flexi shift timings, we are arranging a lot of wellness sessions and towards like throughout the year, so that they can get to interact with the other teams colleagues, or so that their relationship can build up in such a way that they get to interact with each other. And also we are organizing yearly picnics or the on-site off-sites, such kind of things, so that they get to interact with other department or other colleagues, and they can build up good kind of relationship with each other. Because throughout the day we are working for more than 8 to 9 hours in a office, and we are spending lesser timing at our homes. So again, a company also become your family at a time. And here also we called it Berrio family, and we are supporting each other when we get to see any of the person who are like feeling depressed or having down phase. We always go and ask, how are you doing today? You are not looking good. Is there anything which we can help you out? So such kind of environment is always good. And once you get into the job, always carry a character, not being introvert or why should I talk if somebody is not talking. These things doesn't work into the corporates. Okay, so your professional and personal life always having a huge difference. So once you get into the corporate, here it happens that sometimes if we need to argue with any of the person, we argue, but definitely we don't carry the baggage or grudges along with us. You will find people that yes, 1 hour before they were fighting on anything, and after 1 hour they are just going for small breaks. They are going down just to have fun or little bit chit chat. So this is how we bring a positive work culture.
Okay, ma'am. So, how does HR ensure fairness and transparency in process such as promotion and compensation adjustments?
Sorry, come again.
Okay, so how does HR ensures the fairness and transparency during the promotion process and compensation adjustments?
Okay. So, as I told you that we are applying various kind of performance measurement methods. One of the method called as balance scorecard. Okay. So this is how like companies are adapting a culture where person should be analyzed on a fair scales, not like that earlier the time when our parents used to work, or maybe our grandparent used to work. That time appraisals used to happen on the face value or the whatever you have done in past 2 months or 3 months and 4 months, but they were not seeing what they have done in an entire year. So that's how periodically performance review matters. And we get to know that in first quarter what was the performance, and then in second quarter what was the performance, so that we can properly rate the employee. And we are conducting 360 performance appraisal method, so that team ratings are also important, your supervisors ratings are also important, and subordinates ratings are also important. Not only the part of side of the reporting manager can just review their team size, and then we are okay with it. So yes, a person can be reviewed by the 360 uh, category, so that they can be a standout, and we can judge the right kind of person. So it should not happen that people who are falling under the moderate performer category or the lesser performer category, we are organizing training and learning functions, so that they can develop their skill set. And if it has happened that this particular year they could not able to perform, but we need to ensure that coming years or coming quarter, that so and so person should able to perform and get the particular appraisal which he could have able to deserve.
Right, ma'am. Coming back to an interview and recruitment process question,
Mm-hmm.
in certain resume, what are the things that you analyze and you find during the removal of the resumes or appreciating particular resume? And what role does the HR play in this? And what are other people who come into the play?
Okay. First of all, please don't copy paste your resume from your other people, because the job which you are getting it, your individual prospects pay, if you see that you will be getting that particular job, but the other person will may not get. So may vary and differentiate. So when you are writing about your candidature into the resume, write in such a way that which belongs to you, not from others. Then there are a lot of skill set or the competencies when you search into the Google or any other platform, you'll get a lot of competencies or the skill set, but it doesn't belongs. Each and every competencies or skill set will be having under your character. So you need to understand and recognize the right kind of skill set, and you can portray into the resume, so that when question being asked, you can give it with full confidence.
So
So,
there
ma'am,
is one.
we have to like make a single resume and apply it for the various positions, or we may have to modify the resume according to the company and the position every time we apply.
So definitely format you can carry as per the availability, or maybe college has already given you the such a standard format. So format is different thing, but the content in it, it should be differentiate from others.
Ma'am, there is one question in the chat box. In the off-campus placement, how much does college matters?
Sorry, come again. I missed out.
There is one question in the chat box. Also,
Mhm.
in the off-campus placement, how much does the college matters?
Okay. Let me see. So, off campus, sometimes, based on your internship, you may get a pre-placement offer, right? So, maybe it can differentiate on the basis of compensation, because colleges are always, seeking to have the standard, compensation bar, which they have already set, because sometimes it may affect their image. So they might not call the companies which are offering lesser package as compared to the which you get it offline. So you need to check properly, first of all, what kind of package the companies which are coming to your campus they are offering. Because but yeah, it may not matter in coming days, because when you get to onboarded with the off campus, maybe in coming days, if you can prove yourself, you may also get the same kind of package as compared to the your friends are having. But definitely, yes, you can go ahead with the off campus, because if you are getting it with the experience of internship, because you are already aware about what you have done and what this job requirements will be expecting in coming days.
Can you provide some insights on the HR department roles during the organization change or
Aditi, your voice broke in between. I've just understand till organizational change.
am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, so can you provide just some insights into the HR department's roles during time of organizational change or restructuring the committee again?
Okay. So yes, as I said, that HR is the mother of the organization we nurture. So HR plays a very vital role while restructuring the organization, because here it comes the succession planning. So there we need to analyze what are the right talent, or who all are the right talent which we can bring up to the leadership level, and how we can restructure our organization. So here it plays a very vital role of HR, that it should not happen that over the period you will get to know that so and so things which has happened earlier. This will, so here even experience matters a lot. So you have to be always on to forefront. As you might have heard about HR VP profile. So HRBP stands for, anyone can tell me? So human resource business partnering. So we are human resource business partner, and yes, we play a vital role for each and every department to understand what is the job role and what is the requirement of the right candidate. So as I said that yes, we play a very vital role to understand what are the change and what this change needs and required to have the right person at the right job.
Right, ma'am. So, what is the piece of advice you want to give to the person who is willing to pursue HRS's profession in the masters?
Okay, so if you think that you have a leadership skill set, because when you work for any other profile apart from HR, definitely you may not know each and every person into the organization, and the other person may not know who you are. But yes, HR serves to each and every person, each and individual knows the HR, right? So if you are a human person, you know how to handle human relation, you can understand the human psychology, because when you are taking for the when you are taking the interviews, not only the interviews into the organization, also when people are coming to you and telling you some kind of lie, you need to understand whether how you can measure that particular aspects of the human. So yes, if you think that you can serve to the organizations, because if you ask me, each and every day all the branch heads, all the leaders are interacting to me. So I should have that character, that I should understand what is their requirement, where they are going rightly. Because sometimes at my age, I need to interact with the person who are already at the age of 45 or 50. So I need to make sure that whatever I'm telling or asking him to do, he should follow the that particular path. So that kind of attitude you need to carry. And if you understand that, yes, you have those kind of skills, then definitely you can go for it. It's a very interesting profile. It is not like that um, um, you know, uh, and that in coming days you just need to organizing the events and everything. Yes, sometimes it may interesting, but sometimes it may you need to be very calculative. You need to understand everything, because whatever you do, it will make gonna impact in future. So always you need to take right decision. You need to interact so many people to have to take particular one decision.
So, ma'am, being an HR, what are the major challenges that you face communicating with the people and relating their problems?
Okay, so as I told you that I'm working into shipping company and people works for 24 by 7. So sometimes people may come with their, that they are feeling depressed or they are feeling stressed. So I play a very important role, that I need to make sure that whomsoever is coming to me with their, having that kind of attitude that I don't want to work anymore, or maybe I don't know how to manage such things. So I need to get that particular kind of counseling, so that whenever he is moving out of my cabin, he should be having a smiling face. So these are the challenges which I'm facing, that throughout the day I get many of the calls. So sometimes when one person is coming to you and telling about the story, for so and so reason, because of breakup, because of not getting the right job which they wanted, or maybe because of family issues, they are not keeping well. So one time you can listen, but throughout the day it is like it is also consuming our energy as well. So sometimes even I may feel depressed or stressed, because throughout the day I was just listening to the people, right? So then I need to make sure that it should not happen that those kind of stress will coming over me. But yes, I need to ensure that a person who is coming to me, they should go out with a smiling face.
So, ma'am, what are the various strategies that HR utilize for performance management and goal setting?
Okay, so as I said, that yes, we play a very crucial role in designing the performance appraisal system or the method. And would you like to see a live example about the performance appraisal? Any of you
Sure,
is
ma'am.
interested?
Yes.
Okay, allow me a second, because I feel you must be feeling dizzy or drowsy, because I have also attended such kind of session, and I understand that it may a time that you cannot listen a person more than half an hour.
By the time, I would like to request to the participants to turn on their cameras so that we can have good photographs for the session.
I can share my screen, right? Yeah, got it. Okay, so could you able to see the screen? Is
Yes,
my
ma'am.
screen is visible to all of you? Okay, so this person is working under me and he's into HR. So if you can see, as I asked you this question, do you understand KRA and KPI? And I told you that it should be measurable, attainable, and also, identical. So here that first of all, when he is doing recruitment and manpower planning, so this is, realistic. But what is measurable under this KRA is this KPI. So employee letters disbursement on time with 99% accuracy, right? So here I will gonna rate him that throughout the quarter how efficiently he has roll out the offer letter, which that information I can get it through the system nowadays. Everything on is on digital platform or the systematic way. So earlier we used to do manually, but now we are having system and we are doing it with the system. So this is all. So this weightages has given to this particular job role is 50%. So apart from KRA KPI, there's again competencies. As I said, skill set and competencies also play a vital role into your job profile. So here it is always having a functional thing which is coming under the KRA and KPI. And here we have competencies. So how smart he is to take initiatives. Then again, his communication skills, leadership skills. So he's been gonna rate on the, these kind of aspects as well, which is, again, his skill sets. So this is how a performance appraisal or the a performance review will gonna happen into any of the organization which you are going to be a part of it.
That's nice to see, ma'am. There is one question in the chat box.
Yes.
Uh, how to approach recruiters? What should we say in our messages so that they should consider our resume?
Sorry, come again.
How to approach recruiters? What should we say in our messages so that they should consider our resume? It's a question in the chat.
Okay. So before that, I would like to tell all of you, as you all are fresher. So try to create and interact as much people as you can. And nowadays we are having such kind of platform called as LinkedIn available with us. So bifurcate your profile in such a way. For example, if you are applying for HR profile. So definitely, if you get to connect with the people who are having experience of 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, definitely different set of experience. People will tell you different kind of stories and the experience. So try as much as you can connect with the people who are bringing the same kind of experience which you would like to follow, so that you can read their profiles. What is in upcoming days, what will be gonna required from your point of view, so that you can attend the right kind of job. First of all, this is the foremost requirement. And into the resume again, which I've already told you that draft your resume format can be similar as per your friends or as per the college who has already provided the standard format, but just portray your resume which belongs to you, which portray your character, your understanding, your knowledge, or your experience so far. If you have any other, separate individual questions and you feel, embarrassed or maybe shy to ask as of now, you can get me in touch through the LinkedIn as well. And I'm really happy to answer your questions.
We will for sure. What is the last piece of advice you would like to leave the audience with?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say all the best. Be prepared for it. And again, which I've already covered in my last answer, that try to connect with people into the LinkedIn, because if you can, see my profile, though I'm working with the logistics, so I have divided the type of connection into 50-50 ratio, that 50% of the HR people are getting connected with me, and I'm going to send them the invitation, and they are already, some of the HRs are already part of my, LinkedIn profile, and vice versa, like 50% I have, dedicated to the logistic industry. So whenever it is coming to the requirement, in my particular organization, I can get in touch and ask for if they are okay to switch the job. So this is how you need to particular make a strategy, because LinkedIn is again not a kind of platform where the way you are using Instagram or Facebook, that you are just getting connected to so and so person, like that. So you need to make proper strategy, and then you can go ahead.
Ma'am, we would like to learn a lot more from you, but as we are bounded by the time, so it's time for the closing ceremony. Ma'am, basically, I personally learned a lot from this session and from you about
I
the
hope
various
so.
roles that, yes, ma'am, for sure, we learned a lot. Uh, we learned about the various different roles that HR department is responsible other than the recruitment process. It was really a wonderful and informative session. We are indeed very grateful to have this session with you. We got a very clear idea of how the HR department functions and its pivotal roles in the company or the organization. On behalf of our entire Saturday team and student community, I would like to thank you a lot for sparing us your valuable time and interacting with our students.
I
Likewise,
too
even
learned a lot.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I too learned a lot from this session, especially the part where you explained how HR is responsible for handling disputes and maintaining positive work relationships among employees.
So it is my pleasure to connect with you all, and it was really a interacting session. And I will literally looking forward to have you connected with me over the LinkedIn. And anytime if you are having any question, please pin me. And maybe throughout the day I could not able to answer, but yes, during the night hours I will try definitely, or the during the weekends, to answer your queries.
We would like to extend our gratitude to the director, Dr. R. Scott, the Deans of MPTP Shipur Campus, our faculty mentor, Dr. Payal Dande ma'am, Professor Harshar Kotwal, and Dr. K.V. Patil for their constant support and guidance. Lastly, we would like to thank and we're wonderful for the audience for joining us today and making this a successful session. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, all of you.
It was a great session.
Have a good day, and wish you all the best.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.